Audio check. Routing. Broadcast stream mix. Oh. Output audio. Okay. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio. Audio check. Oh. All right. Audio check. Audio check. Trying to. I can't hear the audio. I can't hear the game audio. Where's the sound effect? Oh, is that it? Okay. Perfect. Cool. Okay, I think it's fixed. All right. Just waiting for people to come in. My bad, babe. I was getting set up here. All right, I'm going to fix something here. What's up, Paul?
This is a topic.
All right, put something up here while I eat. So I actually restored my computer today. Like I did a factory reset. So it's completely like everything's like new. Like started from scratch. Actually, I had to reinstall like software.
I had no intentions of revisiting, but in light of recent news, I absolutely cannot stop myself from talking about it. A few days ago, I made an extremely hard video doing my best to honor the memory of one of the brightest lights the chess community has ever seen, Daniel Naroditsky, whom I was lucky enough to call a friend. He has unfortunately passed away, and I made a video doing my best to pay tribute to him and talk about the incredible legacy that he built and how he will always be remembered as one of the best teachers chess has ever seen, best streamers, best players, just overall just an amazing guy and an amazing force for good in the chess community. And he will be dearly missed by so many. I wanted to just focus on the incredibly positive effect Daniel had on so many people. And I didn't dive into the nitty-gritty of one very unsavory character, Vladimir Kramnik, and his role in some unfortunate times Daniel was going through. Today, I saw a statement from Vladimir Kramnik, and I just can't bite my tongue any longer. I cannot stand this man. I can't stand the things he says. I can't stand what he's become. I can't stand to even look at him. Just look at this. This is him playing chess, but it looks like I'm looking through the webcam of a creep in the process of deleting their browser history. Vlad Big Bad Kramnik has been on this crusade in the chess community where he has been just willy-nilly tossing out cheating allegations, seemingly at random sometimes. And he was posting these allegations against Daniel Naroditsky of cheating, these allegations that he was a dishonest player. Daniel was someone who cared very deeply about his reputation, so when someone with the prestige of Kramnik is coming out saying these horrible things, it obviously took a toll on his mental health, and it is something he was vocal about. There was never any evidence or anything at all to support Kramnik's allegations at any point in time. It was completely baseless. It was fucking disgusting. And I'm going to show you a brief clip of Daniel talking about it 11 months ago.
But this is a sustained, evil, and absolutely unhinged attempt to destroy my life. And I really don't,
Daniel,
I'm tired of mincing words at this point. He is trying to ruin my life. He's trying to inflict
is the one who died?
Emotional harm, physical harm on me. He knows exactly what he's doing. And this is one of the most wicked people that I've ever dealt with. I'm not trying to seek attention with this, but the people who are buying into this narrative, they exist at many levels, including at the very top level, and they include a large number of chess fans. Like, this is doing very serious damage and actual damage. It's not just like bots or, Russian spies who are believing Kramnik. He has a lot of authority. He's a fucking world champion.
Evil really is a great word for Kramnik. And I'm sure if you've paid attention recently, you've probably seen some of the top players come out to try and get some change here and get some accountability for what Kramnik has been doing. He has been completely out of control. He's a feral fucking animal. And he is still somehow trying to make himself the victim and how everyone else is the bad guy, and he's actually like the angel of the chess community. There are very few souls on this planet that genuinely view Kramnik positively. Even some of the best players in the world outright show their disdain
he seems
for
like
this
a dick.
creature. Hikaru recently had this to say about Kramnik.
I said it before, I'll say it again. Kramnik can go fuck himself. Like, I'll just say it. He can go fuck himself and he can rot in hell. That's all I'm gonna say, okay?
It's a sentiment shared by some of the actual best players in the world, condemning Kramnik and everything that he has become. So it's not just fans of Daniel or just fans of chess in general, it's also the top level players that fucking despise Kramnik. And the statement that he posted today is what's made me just furious to the point where I will just go ahead and just start spitting and shitting on this guy, because people need to be more aware of the damage that he has done, continues to do, and just how unhinged of a madman this guy is. I would like to express my deepest condolences to all of Daniel Naroditsky's loved ones in connection with the tragic and untimely passing of this remarkable chess player in person, which has deeply shaken me personally and the entire chess world. Hey Vlad, did you use AI for that? Because it certainly took you quite a few tries to even express any level of sorrow or condolences for the tragic passing of Daniel Naroditsky. It's worth remembering and reminding people that after the announcement of Daniel Naroditsky's passing, one of the first things Vladimir Kramnik did was take to Twitter to start wiggling his finger saying, "I told you so, I told you so." That was he literally, one of the first things he did was make it all about how he was so right. Blaming others, like how Kramnik was the only one that cared. He was saying, you gotta check on Daniel, this and that. No one else seemed to care. I was right. I saw what no one else did. You guys ignored this. That's what Kramnik did after it was announced that Daniel Naroditsky passed away. I don't think he's capable of expressing any level of like sorrow or emotion. This is a husk of a man. I think he needed AI assistant to give the best engine move here for trying to almost appear human, because I don't even think those are his words. What I think follows is definitely straight from the asshole of Kramnik, though, and you'll see what I mean. To my profound regret, this tragic event has become an opportunity for some to exploit it for their own interests and to launch an unprecedentedly cynical and unlawful campaign of harassment against me and my family. In this regard, I would like to make the following statements. This clown could only muster one sentence without devolving into talking all about himself and positioning himself as a victim. He starts calling the wambulance in the second sentence of this statement. Oh, me, wah, look at all these French cries I've ordered. Oh my goodness. I'm like the actual victim of this tragedy because people are being mean to me. This is unprecedented. Oh my gosh, how can people not think about my feelings? This is so mean to me. And then he has the gall to say, I have never made any personal attack or insult towards Daniel Naroditsky. Absolute psychopath shit. He was the main perpetrator. Daniel was not shy about sharing his feelings about the effect Kramnik has had on his mental health through everything Kramnik was tossing his way, all the shit he was stirring over fucking baseless accusations. Kramnik bore a huge responsibility on the unfortunate feelings that Daniel was going through for a long time. Kramnik was the main villain in this community, and he has been for a while, and not just for everything with Daniel. He has done this for so many players. I have a hunch that he would try and copyright strike me or pursue legal action if I showed any of his clips, but he has entire compilations dedicated that people have compiled of him reporting people for cheating if they found a move he didn't think of. So he's lost some matches, or even in matches that he's drawn due to his own mistake, he has accused his opponent of being a cheater, getting engine moves because he didn't think of it, or if he did think of it, the other person shouldn't have because he's so much smarter than him because he's higher rated. He accuses people of cheating based on the most loosey-goosey of ideas. He is, by all possible definitions, the worst person in the chess community. And there has not been any real action taken against him, and it's reached this bubbling point now where some of the top players are on the right side of history, where they believe that more needs to be done to protect players from people like Kramnik. He is a destructive douchebag. He is a calamity of cringe. But because he was once a world champion, he does have accolades under his name. It carries weight. Anyway, though, back to his statement. Despite the tension in our relationship, I was the only person in the chess community who, noticing on video Daniel's obvious health issues a day before his death, publicly called for him to receive help. Unfortunately, this plea was ignored by everyone, and the subsequent attempts immediately following his passing to directly link this tragic event to my name, especially in light of this fact, cross all boundaries of basic human morality in my view. We are getting a lecture on human morality from a man who lacks any and all real emotion. This is an android worm person roach man. This is not someone who has any morality. He is trying to now say he's the only one that actually cared about Daniel, which is so far from the truth. He is the one that was actively at all stages over the last year or so trying to ruin Daniel's reputation based on fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now here he is trying to position himself as like the, actual protector of Daniel, trying to look out for his well-being. It is psychopath shit. Actual psychopath shit. What he's referring to here, where he's talking about, he was calling for Daniel to receive help, it was him making, a post on Twitter, hey, someone should check on him. Which, by the way, Daniel's closest friends were checking in with Daniel and doing their best for Daniel. Meanwhile, what was Kramnik doing? Continuing this crusade against him. Just a blatant lie. A pure fabrication, a disconnect from reality. There is overwhelming oodles of evidence to the contrary here. Kramnik does not care about Daniel, never did. Daniel openly stated Kramnik is one of the most evil people he's ever had to deal with. Just a wicked presence in the chess community. Yet here he is trying to say he's the only person that was actually trying to look out for him. It is just despicable behavior from this person. My private and public requests made a year ago for a review of Grandmaster Naroditsky's compliance with fair play rules were ignored, despite a significant amount of evidence, only part of which was published supporting the validity of this request. I have always been and remain ready to provide these materials to any relevant authority. In his next point, literally, point number 3, right after him saying how much he actually cared about him and was obviously looking out for him, he then goes in to try and, once again, push this narrative that Daniel Naroditsky wasn't complying with fair play rules according to Kramnik. Kramnik is still here trying to make these accusatory statements against Daniel Naroditsky, using his classic source I made it the fuck up evidence. Anyway, let me finish the statement before I dive in deeper. Point number 4. Certain provocative statements by public figures, sometimes escalating to blatantly false and criminal accusations against me regarding Daniel's death, which have led, among other things, to threats to the safety of myself and my family and violations of my personal rights, will be the subject of criminal and civil lawsuits currently being prepared by my lawyers. This is just a blanket threat to everyone that's calling this guy a huge asshole, which he is a huge asshole. There's no lawsuit you can issue for people pointing out that you are a giant piece of shit who absolutely did play a role in the mental health of Daniel. That is something that is provable with an overwhelming amount of evidence. Number 5, I welcome the officially announced opening of a criminal investigation in the United States into the circumstances of Daniel Naroditsky's death, and if needed, can even assist the investigation with some important non-public information at my disposal. Finally, with full responsibility, I want to state that I am in good physical and mental condition, and under no circumstances am I planning to take my own life. I'll quickly address that last little nugget there at the end, because you're probably scratching your head wondering why the fuck did he even include something like that, mentioning that he's in good physical mental condition, not planning on taking his own life. that seems to kind of come out of nowhere. And it's because Vladimir Kramnik has devolved into a fucking paranoid freak. This guy probably thinks that the deep state reptilians are spying on him through his fucking electric toothbrush. Now, anyone with a functioning frontal lobe can look at this statement and immediately smell how fucking foul it is and how stinky it is. His first statement is about how he's never, attacked Daniel or anything like that. And then you go to point number 3 and he immediately starts tossing out the cheating allegations again about how, I have all this evidence about Daniel Naroditsky not complying with fair play rules, by the way. So he's already contradicting himself in his own fucking statement. So you've never personally attacked Daniel, yet here you are, literally 2 sentences later, attacking Daniel in your own statement. Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town? Classic Kramnik here, the Kramnik gambit, unable to express any actual real sympathy or anything at all, unable to take any level of accountability here. He doesn't mention his sizable role in the mental health of Daniel Naroditsky, who made it very clear that what Kramnik was saying, what he was doing, was hurting him in a big way. But Kramnik always disregarded it, and even here, doesn't even acknowledge it, not even slightly. In fact, he tries to position himself as the one that actually cared about Daniel. It is crazy. This is a crazy person. This is someone that does need to be checked in the chess community. So all of the top players and all the community that are begging for action against Kramnik here in the community, I think are 100% correct. Something absolutely has to change. This statement from Kramnik had me fuming. Still does. I am still infuriated by it. I cannot believe that this fucking garbage bag of a person posted this. The only solace I can find in all of this is I know with 100% confidence Daniel Naroditsky will always be remembered for the amazing, talented player, teacher, and friend that he was, who contributed more to chess than most people could ever possibly fathom. One of the best commentators in chess, with one of the best libraries chess has ever seen, with educational tools that can get anyone interested about the game because his passion was infectious. And he was so efficient at teaching high-level chess theory, making it digestible and entertaining. One of the best streamers in chess, an amazing friend, an amazing guy. He will always be remembered for the positive, wholesome force for good that he was.
Rest in peace.
Kramnik, he won't be remembered for his chess achievements. What people will remember Kramnik for is everything that came after. He devolved into a hateful, putrid, delusional person, and it will overshadow all of his accomplishments in chess. Chess history will look back on this man very negatively.
Damn. Okay. Well, all right. Let's get started here. So, what do you call the fear of big vast bodies of water? What do you call the fear of big vast bodies of water, like in the ocean, fear of the ocean? What do you call it? Yeah, the fear of vast bodies of water. Isn't it called something?
Well, thalassophobia is the fear of bodies.
Yeah, thalassophobia. So what do you call the fear of big, vast openness of space?
Agoraphobia?
Agoraphobia? No,
Yeah.
no, a fear of space. Like the stars,
I don't know.
the galaxy. What is this? Oh my god. I flew right into the sun. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hot. Yeah, that's really hot. Okay, let's try this again. So I guess like the fear of space is called astrophobia. Yeah, astrophobia. All right, so I know Inferno wanted to see a black hole in this game, so we're gonna find a black hole here. Let's see, what is this? The Hanging City below. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station. On the other side of Brittle Hollow is a black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Asava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Uh-oh. Aw, damn. Hmm. Ow. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that seems to greet us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis, could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, the Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic, to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend's Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. Imagine if there are 2 volcanic moons. I imagine there'd be none of us left. There can't exist too much lava. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Okay. Oops. Alright, well that's fine enough. Whoa. black hole. That's a black hole. Ugh. It's making me space sick. Just looking at that. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Wow, I guess that means I've been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow. Well, you probably knew that. A lot of history here. It's great. I'm in a hurry. Can I ask you something? Sure, anything you want. I've already seen a lot of this dialogue, so so then the Nomai probably came out here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? And where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. This is an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here. Okay. Hold on, let me test something around real quick. Test. I don't know if chat is even working right now. Your paintbrushes? No. I didn't touch anything of yours regarding paintbrush. I promise you. Because I know you're actively using them. So let's see here. Let's go back up. Ooh! Ooh! Ow. Ow. Stuck back up on fuel.